The two terms, polemos, which means struggle, fight, war in Greek, and its rabbinic version, it's taken over in rabbinic literature from the Greek, which means debate. And we thought that some appreciation should be devoted to the struggle between the three parties, the Hellenic, or from the Jewish Christian point of view, the Pagan, the Jewish and the Christian parties.
I wanted to come to this course to see or to learn about the genre of polemic and how it's been carried out by different writers, how scholars are talking about it, how they've defined it, or I guess how they've categorized different categories, different rhetorical strategies that they've identified.
I think we're not just studying bits of the history of late antiquity, we're studying a phenomenon that I think has application today, how polemic is conducted.
I am working on the second letter to the Corinthians by Paul, and it was written in the year 50. And there's a lot of polemical language in that letter. There's a huge debate as to who Paul is responding to. Certainly he's writing to a community, but there are issues going on there. So polemical language was what drew me to this course because it's on polemics, even though it's in late antiquity and it's separated by about 4 centuries.
In the conflict with Christianity particularly, there are very large issues involved, but the level of mutual incomprehension is very high. You have two processes going on, an adversative process where we're really trying to squash the opponent by any means possible, and in that connection trying to find out something about the opponent, in this case Christianity. And the other tendency is mutual fertilization. I mean, people actually, in the process of finding out about each other, get profoundly influenced. They learn how to argue philosophically.
The thing that most surprised me was the Jewish approach to the Church Fathers. I know that we Christians are interested in Judaism because we stem out of it. But why would Jewish culture be interested in a thing that somehow departed away from their line? And I noticed that it is very much logical, and their approaches are very interesting. So it gave me a couple of very new insights which enriched my views, and also I think that this will help also my teaching in future.
The Jewish aspect, it was less emphasized in my course, but now I got exposed to very densely to the Jewish side of the dialogue. So next year I'll include more Jewish materials in my course.
The process has a contemporary aspect, a current interaction with Islam. You can demonize fundamentalist Islam, but one can also, in the process, learn more than one had known already about Islam in general, and one might be the better for it,
We try to divide labor in the sense that we bring these things together in order to put them side by experts, and then you can learn how these relate to each other. So I would rather use the term multidisciplinary. It makes a big difference whether you listen to a lecture on early rabbinic literature in a course on early Christianity given by a scholar of early Christianity who knows about, but who is not a master of that field. That makes the difference, how you relate to the subject.
It's been organized in a way that we've been able to get to know different people, and we've had enough time to interact. And I find that it was a really good mix of interests.
It's also been an eye-opener that we need to have more of this, not just as a summer course, but as a sort of interdisciplinary exercise.